Hi guys, I'm here to share another mythological story with you, and this one is about Navratri. And Navratri is a 9-day festival that celebrates the divine feminine energy known as Shakti. And it marks the 9-day battle between the goddess Durga and the demon Mahishasura. This is actually what my last story posted was about, and I do recommend you listen to that one first. Navratri is a time of spiritual cleansing, guidance, and enlightenment. And in each of the 9 days, we honor a different female incarnation of the divine feminine mother, Durga or Shakti. The first day is dedicated to Maa Shailputri, also known as Parvati, who was born to the king of the mountains. She's the embodiment of the power of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and she rides a bull, carries a trident in one hand, and a lotus flower in the other. The story actually starts with Sati. Sati is the first female incarnation of the Shakti energy. Shakti is the female counterpart of Shiva. So Sati and Shiva were so in love, and they planned to get married. The problem was Daksha, Sati's father, did not accept Shiva because Shiva had dreads in his hair. He wore a loincloth of tiger skin. His skin was so ashy. He hung out in cemeteries with ghosts and goblins, and he drank alcohol and smoked ganja. So he's not the kind of guy you want to bring home to daddy. But Sati was so in love, and they got married anyway. And as they got married, Daksha disowned his daughter Sati. And one day, years later, he throws a yagna, or a big ceremony, celebration with a big fire. And he invites every god and goddess in the kingdom except Shiva and Sati. And Sati's so upset. She wants to go and just prove to her dad Shiva is a good guy and he's going to take care of me and take care of the world. But as she arrives, he is standing almost on a stage roasting Shiva, making so much fun of Shiva. And Sati realizes this is not going to change his mind. So she gets so upset. She throws herself in the yagna, the sacrificial fire, and turns into ashes. Meanwhile, Shiva is meditating on Mount Kailash, and he knows what's going on. This is his female counterpart. He gets so mad that he rips out one of his dreadlocks, and the dreadlock turns into Virabhadra, which is warrior, which is what your warrior poses are named after. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2, Virabhadrasana 3. And Virabhadra rides to the yagna, breaks in, and he is so angry, and he spots Daksha. You can think of him in the warrior 2 position as he spots Daksha with his sword in his hand. Then he raises his sword, and then he strikes, and he cuts off Daksha's head. And Shiva was quick to anger, but he's also quick to realize that when he makes a mistake. So he's looking down at the ground at Daksha's head, and he's like, I gotta do something, I gotta fix this. So the first head he sees of a living thing that's not human is a goat. He cuts off the goat's head, sticks it on Daksha's body, and blows life into it. Daksha comes back to life. Unfortunately, Sati was ashes. There's nothing he can do. So he's so mad, he swears off women for the rest of his life. He swears off society for the rest of his life. He goes to Mount Kailash and says for the rest of eternity, not really life, but eternity, he's just going to meditate and forget about society. Meanwhile, it's not the end of the story. Sati is reincarnated. She's reborn to the king of the mountains. She's named Maa Shailputri, or also known as Parvati. And Maa Shailputri, she is the goddess of the Muladhara chakra, which is the starting point for our spiritual development. It's the foundation from which we climb the ladder of the chakras, the root from which we receive nourishment for a spiritual awakening and spiritual development. And this right here, this red one represents the Muladhara chakra, our connection to the earth, our grounding, our connection to our nourishing sources. And this is what we're celebrating during the first day of Navratri, the starting point for the rise of our spiritual journey. Stay tuned for more stories about the goddesses of Navratri. Thank you very much.